r/askreddit. Virgins of Reddit. What is your NSFW question? Finally, a question that encompasses all of Reddit. But who's going to answer? All of Reddit. Under their alt account, of course. In B4, not a virgin. But wristwatch on or off? Wrap it around your Reich. Edit. Well, this blew up. Then look her in the eyes and say it's cock o'clock. Edit. I swear I get gold for the dumbest comments. Thanks everyone. How the duck did you do it? Worked with her. One night she said something like, really don't wanna walk home alone tonight. While I was the only one in the room with her. Yeah, there's no real way of being sure. Best be on your way and keep a lookout. Is it awkward? I couldn't really get and keep an erection the first times I tried. So yes. Very. I legit had to watch porn on my first go as I couldn't stay up. Eventually managed to get a semi and stuck it in, and then my egg was like, oh, this feels pretty good. And decided to wake up. Edit. It was my first time having ex-concerned dudes. I was just very nervous. I haven't had that issue anytime since. Is it true that if you do not use it, you lose it? Yes. Source. Lost it. Have you checked the couch cushions? What pants were you wearing last time you remember having it? The most important thing is the high five after finishing. Edit. So I'm not the only one who high fives. Thanks for gold and platinum. Kind strangers. Read that as fisting. No, you're right. Just push through the other side and give her 5. Be prepared to not be able to find the hole. It's not where you think it is, and you are not where you think you are. Oh, and quiz happen. Deal with it maturely. Edit. Thank you all for the upvotes. But to all you mad shaggers out there boasting about being able to hit the spot first time every time, keep in mind that it's easier to turn off a light switch with a pencil than a fishing rod. Be prepared to not be able to find the hole. Bane of my existence for the first week of my ex-life. It's way to the back, people. You're aiming too high. First week? I have been having X for 30 years and still need help occasionally to get it in the right spot. Some positions are easy, some more difficult. Find a condom that fits before you actually need a condom that fits. How do you actually find one that fits? So I'm not a virgin. Lost it recently in a relationship. We ducked like 4 or 5 times with the same set of condoms. I really felt like they were too tight, low sensitivity. Felt like I couldn't keep it up. Red pressuring. etc. Measured my girth, and it was about 6 or so millimeter thinner than the condom stated on the box. So would I need to go even bigger? Or is it a case of buying a whole bunch of different sizes and testing it? That was probably way TMI, but also. Sorry. Edit. Thanks for all the advice, guys. I don't live in the US or Europe. So no online shipping for me, but I will definitely take some of the other advice into account. Thanks again. And just to clarify, I did mean 4 or 5 condoms out of the same box. Well, technically 2 different boxes, but same size, so W/E. Go to the store and try them on. Right in the aisle is fine. Then put them back in the package until you find one that fits. What does the girl usually do during X? I don't want to be considered a dead fish. Edit. Thank you all for the helpful tips. If you're actively showing your enjoyment, you won't be considered a dead fish, even if you never move a muscle. Being expressive with your face, touching, hugging, being vocal, stuff like that. And of course, being willing and enthusiastic while giving oral goes a long way. Or being open to getting on top for a change after a while. When you get more comfortable with each other, you absolutely don't have to do the pornster stuff. Most of them are not very pleasurable anyway. The only thing we ask is you show us you're enjoying yourself. The only thing we ask is you show us you're enjoying yourself. Or, tactfully, redirecting attention to another party of your body. Or something. If you're not. Can I really not use a condom at night because the sperm is sleeping? Man, I hope this is a joke. Please be kidding. This isn't true at all. Yeah, it's not true. Everyone knows that sperm sleeps during the day. I'm feeling like I should ask something, even though I'm not a virgin. I think my virginity is growing back. Chandler? Ms. Chanandler Bang. Do I do a big mating call before, during or after X? No virgin, but I'm wondering when I should do my battle cry. Girls always tell me that I'm weird, so I think I'm timing it wrong. I would recommend a more cawing sound. It wounds women for me daily. Oh, I see what I did wrong then. Cheers, mate. How do you actually know when you are ready? When small pages becomes big pages. When a small carrot, pages, becomes big pages. How is it not completely so awkward? I'm 19. But pretty shy. The thought of seeing someone naked and then not really knowing what you're doing makes me feel so awkward, and I just don't know how I could do it. Part of it is being able to laugh with the person. Mistakes will be made. Weird stuff will happen. Oh well. Laugh and smile and keep going. Eventually it won't even faze you. Part of being able to laugh at yourself. Don't laugh at the other person BTW, unless they laugh first and even then call it cute and move along. Which comes from confidence in yourself. I got more comfortable and confident in my body by sleeping naked. Now I'm happy with me, and if something goes off then it's not the end of the world. This is so true. I don't think I've ever had X without getting a good laugh. X is hilarious. You're jamming your genitals together naked, and you don't know if you should hold eye contact or not, and your brain is flooded with dopamine, and you're probably pretty sweaty or cold or both, and then you nut and lay there in filth. Edit. I'm glad everyone found my experience relatable. Good to know I've been doing it right. How do you stop getting rejected all the time? I get rejected constantly. Once you realize it isn't personal. They just don't have attraction for you, and you can't really help who you find hot either. You just do. It isn't personal. I mean it is. Your physical appearance or personality is about as personal as it gets. It's just that a personal judgment from a stranger shouldn't mean anything to you. Will it still hurt even though I, girl, masturbate quite frequently? Edit. Thank you. I really appreciate all the replies. Not necessarily. Not all virgins are in pain their first time. And I don't think it has much to do with masturbation. Unless you're doing it with a dildo, that is. Oh, I see. Thanks. What does pussy actually feel / taste / smell like when you go down on a girl? If you bend your tongue down in your mouth and let the tip slide over the muscles / tendons in the bottom of your mouth, it feels like that. You just got anyone who reads this to do that. And, to my own surprise, you are absolutely right. How gay is gay X? A butthole is a butthole. A mouth is a mouth. $20 is $20. Gandhi. Do I put it in and out again? Yes. Ideally more than once, but don't have your expectations too high for your first time. My first time I couldn't come lol. The hole is lower than you think. Pretty much at the bottom of the vag. Also, it's nothing like porn. And also X is a workout, so be prepared to be out of breath if you're on top. Edit. Vag. Vulva. Whatever. Guess I gotta be scientifically correct even on casual questions lol. Edit. This said virgins of Reddit. Whoops. I thought this was a virgin advice thread. One time me and my girlfriend were going at it in her attic. It was the only place we had privacy in the middle of summer. It must have been at least high 80s, if not low 90s. And I was on top. Nothing makes you feel like more of a fatus than seeing your beads of sweat drop off your brow directly onto the girl's face below you, while you need to slow down every 2 minutes to cool off and re-energize. As a bonus though, the glass of water after X was nearly as good as the X itself. So crisp and refreshing. More of a fatus. True. But also nothing makes you feel more of a badass when you realize that she's so pleasure crazed by what you're doing that she doesn't even register your disgusting sweat drops. Also true about the water. Water after X or basketball on a hot day is a godsend. Does it feel kind of like a hot sock filled with relish? Only if you stick a hot sock filled with relish in the girl's chinner. This is the kind of foreplay everyone can relish. Why am I still reading this? IDK man, you tell me. Is there a difference whether you do it with someone you love or with someone meaningless? I know it's a stupid question, but I can't help but wonder. There's a massive difference. It always feels better with someone you love because you're just overwhelmed with the natural euphoria you get just being around them, while also participating in an act that puts you super close to each other physically, while also releasing pleasure chemicals in your body. It's fantastic. Sex with someone you're not in love with can be fun, but you don't get the added oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine in your body that makes you feel warm fuzzy. Haha. You do still get some dopamine, because sex does feel good overall. But there's extra when you do it with someone you love. Holy it yes. Man, if you have that connection with that person, it's fucking amazing. I'm a quiet, boring introvert. Will it ever happen for me? Quiet, boring and shy introvert here. Found an extrovert who apparently decided I'd be his favorite human being and got married to him 5 years ago. Just be sweet. It's adorable to many. It's a hell of a lot easier for an introverted girl to get a BF than an introverted guy to get a GF. What do you like about giving a blowjob, or why you don't? What is appealing about sucking on a veiny ding-along? I love hearing the breathing of my partner to go from very soft to a bit heavy. It's also fun to see if I can get him to moan while sliding down. The louder the better. But why is it appealing? Probably because I use a part of me that doesn't take pleasure, only gives it. Because truly I know that when I do it, it's not about me, it's about them and how much I would do for them. Wow, you blew my mind with your explanation.